Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Puzzle Rush. We are in the 2900s. This will be our first 3000 rated puzzle, maybe? It's going to be close. We'll see. Could be another 2900. We are at 54 correct answers. This is by far the highest I've ever gotten, I think. 2949 is the peak performance for me. I've never made it this far. I guess that just means I'm getting better at this game. Let's dive into it. So we have three minor pieces for each side, two rooks and a queen. So material is even, but we are down a pawn, and our opponent just went right here. So we can take this back. That doesn't feel right. Let's look at the targets. Here, 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 here. So the target is any undefended piece or something that is attacked more times than it's defended, or equal times. So here we have two attacks. Let's try this color. Let's try that color. So we have two attacks, one defender. So that's why the bishop is a target. So we have four targets. Next thing we do is we look at the lines that the targets are on where they intersect. And the obvious one is right here. This hits three different targets at the same time. We also can potentially try something like this at the end of a line. So the counter attack here, however, is this. Because if we allow this pawn to take in the corner, our rook is trapped. So we don't want to do that. So what we could try to do is check. And if the king moves, we take the rook. And yay, good for us, except the king doesn't have to move. We get this counter pin. So if I go here, we get here. And then I can't go like this because of this, right? So we'd be forced to take. And then if the king takes, we could take a bishop. Cool. Problem with that is the bishop can take, right? Here, 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 bishop takes. And now I don't have much. Here, here, check. Here, I take a rook, they take a rook, but they make a queen. I'd much rather take a rook with a pawn so that it can become a queen. Now, other options are queen take and knight take, and then we can deal with the ramifications after that. So maybe we go like this, and here, that's a simple one. We end the threat. So here, take, take. And then here, and it feels like that's a loss because of the same reason. Check. King moves, we take a rook. They take our rook with a queen. That's bad. So I'm thinking the queen doesn't work, and queen check doesn't appear to work yet. So what if we try knight? Knight taking this target. The fact that we have two things attacking this, and it's only defended once, it's highly likely that we're supposed to take that. So here, here, and now what if we can just go like mating somehow? What if we can just win a queen or something like it? What if we go, so we take the bishop, they take our pawn, and we go check. They take a knight, we take a queen, they take a rook with a new queen, and now we're in real big trouble because we can't take the rook. They'll take our knight, and they have a new queen, and we haven't really gained anything. We've traded these two guys, and we've traded these two guys. There we go. That's better. In the meantime, they've made a new queen. So yes, this is gone, but this is the new queen. And then we're going to lose this knight. So what if we go knight here and we just do something else? Like this, check. Then the queen blocks. You know, it would be really, really nice if I could go like queen mate here without a queen blocking. So that could be an issue. Here, here, check. Queen blocks, we take it, maybe? Do we take that? And then the bishop takes. Now this is the same line. So here, here. Hmm. What if we check this way? Oh, if king comes up, that's got to be close to mate. right? Hmm. What if we check back here? Here, here, check. Queen blocks. Doesn't work because we're still pinned. Knight takes it. If bishop blocks, we don't really have much of anything. We do have this check, but that doesn't really seem to amount to much. Unless I'm missing something. Possibly. Maybe that's just enough. I just take a piece. Here, here, here. And then when the bishop blocks, there's no threat, so I just take the pawn. That sounds right. We know that this fails. I don't think this works. Check here. And I do think we have to win a piece, and it's probably this one. So I'm pretty sure we got to go knight takes. There's no queen check, and there's none of this. So that all has to work out just fine. If bishop blocks, we can just take this, and we're up a piece. That's the goal, is win the piece. So we're going to do it. We got it right. And now I do think it is this check because we need to cover the new baby queen. So let's just play it. I think we're at this. No, let's not, because if I get this right, I'm at my record. And if I get it wrong, I'm one short of my record, which really, really hurts. Well, if take, jack, bishop blocks, we just lost a piece for nothing. So I'm pretty sure we just need to keep our piece. Here, queen can't take it. We'll take, and then we got a whole bunch of other stuff, but we can, I mean, they take a rook, we just take it, and we have a queen and they don't. So that's end of that game. So I think we do just go like this. We got it right, and now we take the pawn, right? And we keep our piece. Can we go like this? No, because they take this, and this time we don't have a queen. So we do just take the pawn. That's a new record. 2965. 2965, and you were here for it. Don't let anybody tell you you weren't here for it, because you saw the whole thing. You saw the entire run so far, and you hit like and you hit subscribe because you love it. You love chess. You want to know how to do this. You want to see the thought process that goes behind beating 2,900 puzzles, 2 in a row, just like that. This 1915, boy, that one hurts. I just misclicked. I was speaking, moved too quick. Okay. Let's go back to this one. Let's focus. Let's set a new record, everybody. We're at 55. We can get 56 new record. Let's see what we can do. Target, target. So we look along the lines. Now these are not targets. Like this guy is guarded 3 times. 1, 2, 3. He's only once attacked. So he's not a target. These are the 2 targets. Why? The king is always a target, and this pawn is attacked once, defended once. Attacked once, defended once. Attacked once and defended. So that makes it a target. Everything else is well defended in the position. So it looks like I'm going to go check, take, and then I have a choice of rook or queen. So I think my first instinct is here, here, check, because this is the farthest away piece and it's doing the least to attack the king. However, it looks like that doesn't quite work. Maybe it does. So I thought that check, and then my instinctual move is king back into the corner. Why the corner? Because the queen is threatening to come into, what is that, a7. Since I'm white, that's a7. So opposite side castling is weird. I got to like start over with the grid coordinates because I'm never sure what color I am. Sometimes I'm black, sometimes I'm white. So anyway, this is b8. So we take on b7. And if the king takes back, I mean, they can't go here because it's just instant mate, queen mate. So that doesn't work. So we would go take, rook check, king back to the corner in order to stop this. Because if the king went this way, we would go check. And that would be a problem. So we are kind of threatening this mate if given to us, right? Like you can imagine the king running this way. And then so we just go here, and this other rook has gone like this, and that's mate. So I think it's going to be check, and then here, and then I'm seeing check. And what if the king goes in the corner? Then what? Well, I am actually seeing, let's just go slow. Let's play the slow move. Let's really, really insist on getting into that square and mate. Take, check, corner, king. I keep wanting to say G3. It's not G3, it's B6. And now the threat is queen takes A6, mate. But because I have a rook and queen lined up, I also have two other mates. I have this and I have this in theory. So for example, if you defend this mate with the rook, this is mate. And if you defend it with the queen, what can we do? Can we go check, queen over, check? Yes, we can. Queen back, mate. I think we solved it. I think it's going to be rook, king, queen, 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 queen. So the queen will go here, 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 here in that order. After the rook sack. So there's got to be a rook sack, right? Now, the other thing to note is that black has a check. And then when we take back, we actually lose our own rook here. So they would win a pawn, but more importantly, they would just disrupt our flow. So I'm pretty sure we go here. Now, what if the king just moves? Maybe we just come in anyway. Now the threat is mate in the back. And there's no way out of that. Yeah, because the king can't get out of the way. Nothing can guard the square because the king is blocking it. There's no way to stop that. So this would be the only check. And then I could just take that, and then there's no more checks. Now it's okay to hang a rook because we'll just mate. So let's go ahead and play it. That's right. Now, I don't think I go here. I don't think I play the queen yet. I could, though. So let's be careful. I feel like it's this rook check, but that's the only thing I looked at. So what if we go queen check? It's a swallowtail, right? Only two options. So probably let's try this and then check and then here and then probably now we bring the rook over. Check. Only legal move. And then rook check. Here and mate. Uh-oh. We have mate both ways. They don't look defensible. So here, queen, king, only legal move. Check. Only legal move because you can't go here. And then it's check and mate. So we don't go back to this corner. So check here, take here, check. If here, rook and mate. What if here? I see. That's why this isn't okay. That's why the queen doesn't work, is because I'm never involving the other rook. Like when I'm making mistakes for black, like this, or like I go here and go back, it's giving me a chance to get the rook involved. I have to get the rook involved now. So what if rook check and the king goes this way? Then I think I go here. And there's no defense to mate right here. Yeah, that's got to be it. It is. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I go here because then it's this guy. What do you call that? Ladder, lawnmower, something like that. So that's why people fail this puzzle. They play the queen up, but here's the thing. I've said it time and time again in Puzzle Rush. You've got to believe me. Start with the piece that is farthest away and doing the least. That needs to be where your instinct is. You see how if the king ran, I would only have the firepower of the queen to run him down? But now I have two pieces attacking the king, right? This rook is attacking these squares more than the queen is. So now I start with the farthest away piece, her. I bring her into the attack. Now I have two pieces threatening the king. So I don't see why I should play here. I think this is right. If this were blitz, I'd just play it. I think I need to threaten mate right now. And if I play here, this isn't a mate. Because if I go check and check and check, and the king runs here. So I do have to just go here, lock him in the box, and threaten this square. There's no way for the king to move To get out of that, the only thing that black can do is throw a rook away temporarily. No problems. Let's play it. It's right. We'll take that. That's a new record. 56. New record. And that's our first 3,000 puzzle. I've never done a 3,000 puzzle before. I've never gotten those right. Oh my God. That feels amazing. It's just something about this catharsis of just figuring it out. You struggle with it for so long. You fight through it. You hate it. It's torturing your brain. You see it. It feels beautiful. It feels wondrous. You enjoy it. And then after that is when it settles in that you've finally done something that you've never done before. You're getting better at something you've been working hard for. In my case, for over 30 years now. It's not so much about the puzzle. It's just about the fact that solving chess and figuring out tactics, you feel like you're growing. Um, I'm having a really good time with you guys. I hope you're having a really good time with me. That's really something for me. I'm really honored to have gotten that far. It seems silly because it's just a game, but like it's not a game to me. Um, 3,000 level puzzle is an accomplishment for me. Okay. I'm going to stop getting philosophical. I'm going to give this about 10 more minutes. Try to break my own record. We're going to settle in. I felt this in tournament games a lot, though. When you're doing well and you know you're like winning. My first time beating an expert, he was almost a master. I was shaking and I was so nervous about making a mistake. And I just wanted to quickly move because I wanted it to be over with. Like win or lose, I wanted the game to be over with. And I had to say, no, 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 no. You came this far. You're one shot. My one opportunity, something about mom's spaghetti or something like that. And I ended up calculating every single line all the way down to checkmate. And the guy, instead of resigning, he actually left and he didn't come back for 40 minutes. And he almost let his time expire. He was that mad to lose to somebody like me who he didn't think was like worthy of playing him. And he just left me sitting there for 40 minutes. But the joke is on him because I'm staring at beating a master for 40 minutes. Like that's going to upset me. Like losing. Uh, I'm not going to lose at that point, right? If you don't come back to the board, you can't beat me. So like, oh no, I have to sit here and marvel at my own victory. Oh, it's awful. Torture me more. Hey, if any of you masters want to come play me in a game, but then leave for 40 minutes while I'm mating you, I accept. Let me know when and where. Okay, back to the puzzle. That's what you guys came for. 4 pieces for white, 3 pieces for black. Where are the targets? The king is a target. Everything else is very well defended. This is a target. So, I mean, the obvious, like, first move is a check, right? I guess I could try to go here, but that seems like really, really silly. But maybe it's not, because what that actually does, it doesn't win a pawn. It's not about winning the pawn. It's about the fact that, like, I'm blocking a flight square for the king. Is this a tangle mate, like a smother? Like a smother, but in the middle of the board. So it's like the pieces just get tangled up. So I guess we have to start looking at where kings can go. So what if, let's just do the obvious check. Okay. King there. And then because the king is a flight square, we want to check along the diagonal. So let's go here. And then if the king goes here, that's an easy mate, right? I'll show you. Here, here, check, here, bishop bouncer. This got a bishop bouncer. Check. Excuse me. And then you can't go there. Can't go there because the queen is already there. So here, 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 here. Bishop check, king into the corner, bishop back, king back, queen checkmate. So knight. Let's try to work on that line a little bit. Knight goes here. Or sorry, pawn goes there. Check. King in the corner. And then check. Knight takes, queen takes check, but then the bishop comes back and blocks. That's a problem. Here, 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 here. Oh boy. Or actually just back, knight check, king here. I can take this. That's not a bad idea, just winning material. But I, like, I really, really doubt it. I really doubt that that's the answer. Check, king here. I go here. But that would be like ridiculous. I mean, I would just have two pieces. Doesn't seem like it. So that I would just have two pieces for one piece, but I'm already down a piece. So it doesn't make any sense. You know, it'd be real nice is queen, knight, bishop, checkmate. That would be nice. Like, let's hope. Let's hope that that could happen. Wonder if we just need to find like more threat. More threat, right? Hmm. I want to bring more pieces into the attack. If this were a real game, honestly, what I would do is castle, hoping to just put a rook on the file. But it's not enough because they can just give me a bunch of pieces. Like they can just go knight here and I take it and they're like, yay, I'm free. And they're already up a piece, so they can give me the piece back. It's fine. Hmm. What if here knight, queen, king, queen again? That feels just like it doesn't work. Then where? Back here, right? And then I take this piece and I'm up a piece. Okay. So you do have to go here. Maybe I just do take all of this stuff. Maybe I take all the stuff and I'm up a piece. Wow, that's crazy. Check, knight, queen, king, knight check. Here, here. King takes this. I take that. And then, I mean, three pieces for two pieces. And so I'm close to an answer there. Maybe I go here, here, and do something else for a second. Hmm. The other thing I'd like to do would be like take here. And then if any other move happens, like something like this, I can maybe just give away the queen somehow and get this check going. Nah, that doesn't work either. Give me just a second. Okay, best I can come up with. I tried going this way. Tried going this way. I even tried an interesting idea where I go like this and try to get the queen on this angle. But I think that the best line I can see so far is check, take, check. King goes back here. I take the bishop because the knight is dead, so it's no longer there. And the king can't go to either of these squares because the knight's here and the queen is skewering through that square. So he goes here, knight check, and king goes back. And then I can actually do two things. I can take the bishop, yes, but I can also take the rook. My only problem is then the knight goes here, and I don't have any follow-up to that. Like, wouldn't it be nice if castle were the answer? I think I'm just gonna play this. I think I've given this enough thought. Um, I'm not exactly sure where this all leads, but let's go here, 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 and if king goes back here, I check him first, maybe. Or do I go back here? Oh boy, I just don't know. Just don't know. I think it's time to play it. Yikes. Is this going to be a third red X? I already broke my record. I'd like to get more, but let's try it. Yes. I feel like we're going to have a whole bunch of tactics we have to work out. Okay, so on this line, we had already worked this out of check, here, check. But we couldn't figure out what's past that. Oh, check here, bishop. Because this bishop has not yet arrived to block the diagonal. Check, block, bishop, knight, queen, check. Only legal move, king here. No, king can go to either of these two squares. Knight check. Or I can take here. Oh boy. I wasn't planning for this. I was planning to take a bishop, take this bishop. Oh boy. Uh, well, I don't think it's queen here because knight here, it looks pretty, but it doesn't lead to anything. That's not it. It'd be bishop first, but then just back again. And we're already here. Like, we haven't taken anything yet. So it's not bishop there. It's got to be queen here. I'm going for it. It is. Okay, we did calculate this, but the only thing I calculated earlier was this check. And the king goes back in the corner, but then bishop, knight, knight, or even queen. But then this bishop comes back and defends, and that's what I can't figure out. Because the king is going to run here, and I said earlier, you want to attack along the line of where your king is going to run. So I'm thinking now it's bishop here. Because knight, queen, but then the king has two choices of squares. I guess if it goes here, I go here. And if it goes back, I take the bishop. All right. I'm fairly certain, following the principle of attack along the line where the enemy will run to, I need to use the bishop. Obviously, I can't use the queen. So we're going to use the bishop. It's just a principled approach. I mean, maybe the knight goes here, but then this, and then knight check. Nah, knight. No. Usually, here's another principle that for some reason always works, even though there's no good reason. Queen and knight work together as a team, and then rook and bishop work well as a team. So if I have to lose one of these two guys, I want to lose the bishop because I want to leave the dynamic duo together. So also, this sets two general rules that lead me toward taking that thing. What I don't want to do is let the king run. And so that's why I think I have to take the pawn now. We don't want to let the bishop assist and lend defense to the diagonal. We want to keep up the tempo. Let's go here. That is right. Okay, 3,100. I did not solve that puzzle. I mean, I did in principle, but like, I don't understand it. So we're going to take a look and then we're going to end this video right there. That's 57, guys. I'm really happy with that. So the puzzle rating is 3,100. It's been attempted over 2,000 times and people pass it with a 44% rating. Okay, so what's the big deal here? Bishop f4, of course. But what if just knight takes this? Then queen takes it. We said that. And then I know that if king f2, we're going to take on d4. We know that. But here's what I can't figure out. Now what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And the answer here is what? Oh my gosh. That's fun. Yeah, the computer says king d8, but funny enough is now we castle. Like I said I wanted to do. Now we castle. Oh my. We've already gained our piece back, so now there's no more of that, like, oh, let me just give you a piece and run away business. Because there's a real dangerous threat here. If we just throw away a move, something like this, rook check, knight e4, we just take that. It's a fork. Okay. Bishop takes, our queen is hanging, yes. So we probably check. Yeah. Now it's going to be mate right there. That's why. It's about the fact that this rook dislodges these pieces. So the only thing I could see right here was this check. And I was just saying, like, bishop e2 out of firepower. There's nothing left. This is actually still winning. This is still winning for the same reasons. Amazing. Okay, so what if... So that was if the king goes back this way, but this is the bigger issue for me. Now what? Because now I don't have the knight check. I mean, I do have the knight check, but it'll just move and the what? And we still take this. It just... Okay, before we came with check. Now it doesn't even matter that it doesn't come with check. Wow, this is amazing. This is just shocking. I guess we're threatening it at minimum this fork, like I said. And I had thought, I calculated this point and said this knight fork wins because not only is the rook hanging, but the bishop is hanging as well. Because when we go like this, the king cannot go here because the queen is there. Remember me saying that? And so the king has to go back, and then we can take a bishop, and that's winning. It's just a piece, but it feels like more because of the poor positioning of the white king, the vulnerable white king. So here, let's, again, just waste a move. We get knight f4 check. Oh, that's even better. A little silly. King e1. Oh, man. Yeah, that's fun too. Epaulette mate. I missed the epaulette mate. Okay, so that's why right here. And now the only move that works is this. Okay, obviously knight takes, queen takes. And now two different squares. Let's try. Which one do you want to do? This? Yeah, we all saw this mate. Or we all saw this check. Now what? This is as far as I was able to get. And I couldn't figure out anything to do here because I can't take this. I can't take this. There aren't any checks that work. And this check just seems to repeat, right? Yeah. Like this just repeats. And it turns out the way to advance your position is knight e6. Threatening the fork. A retreating move with the knight threatening a fork. Fantastic. Fantastic. Obviously, I didn't see all of this. That castle move was something I just felt. Probably would have played that in a game or something. Maybe I'd play the first couple moves. Maybe I get to right about here. I probably play this, and then maybe now I castle. And that turns out that's winning too. Okay. No, I probably take a free piece, then I think about castling. Okay. Maybe I do play this in a real game. Maybe I get to play this against a master who goes on a smoke break for 40 minutes. This was fantastic. This is a wonderful puzzle. I could watch this. I could study this for another hour. I'm not going to make you do that. Again, that was a 3,100 level puzzle. 44.5% pass rate, over 2,000 attempts. Fantastic. Loved every second of it. I hope you loved it. I had fun. I hope you had fun. We're going to pick up this puzzle next time. We're well into the 3,000s and a 57. I guess now I got to start saying I'm going for 60. Well, this is Phoenix. I'm a chess expert and a chess coach. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you on the next video.